Hello children, this is Grant. Welcome. I'm going to show you today how to very simply do some Celtic knots. Now Celtic knots are very ancient designs that people have used to draw on books and make beautiful patterns for hundreds of years. So you have all been given some sheets of paper like this and they will be in your home ed packs. This one has got instructions and I'm going to show you how to do this now. And this one is the sheet that we're going to work through together. Okay, right, so the first thing you need to see is that there are square boxes with circles where the boxes meet and in the middle of the boxes. And this is a very simple small one. And over here, there's a much bigger one. One thing you will notice is that these circles make a kind of diamond pattern. And we're always going to use that diamond pattern. Okay, so this first one over here is a very, very simple design and it makes a figure of 8 that's twisted on itself. The first thing we need to learn about is something called parallel pairs of lines. That's two lines that go in the same direction. Now on this first one, we're going to draw two lines going in this direction. And it's very important that the lines go from the bottom of the circle to the bottom of the circle like that. And this one, they're going to come inside to the top of the circle to the top of the circle. We never have the lines going from the inside of the circles. They just touch the edges like that. And that's called a parallel pair of lines. Now to make this into a nice twisted loop that looks like a figure of 8, we're simply going to bounce this line off around the edges. So it goes up there, hits the side of the square, bounces round, bounces round, bounces round, and stops. And this one's going to go round that circle like that. It's like you're drawing a piece of ribbon. Now this line will come round here and it's going underneath here and it's going to come up here, bounce off the edge of the square, off that edge of the square and round and join up with that line. And this one is going to come all the way around the circle and down like that and stop. So you've made a lovely figure of 8 that's like a twisted piece of ribbon folded over on itself. I hope you can have a go with that one. Okay, now this one is like a twisted piece of rope that's a little bit longer. It's a very simple design like that, but just a bit longer. But again, we can see we've got these diamond patterns and we're going to draw two lots of parallel lines. And again, the line's going to start from the bottom edge of the circle to the bottom edge of that circle, not from the middles or the centres. So here we go. It's just going to start from here, bottom edge to the bottom edge, and here on the inside, at the top to the inside of the top of that one. Okay, now we always do all our pairs of lines first of all. So there's another pair going to go over here. So it's going to go, in this diamond, it always goes on the inside. So up there to up there, and up there to up there. So we have our two pairs of parallel lines. Now you've got to imagine that this is a piece of ribbon or a piece of rope that's going to go round in a beautiful pattern like it's twisted. So here we go. I'm going to start up here. This goes up here. It bounces off the edge of that square, bounces off the edge to there. We've made that lovely circle. And we're going to do the inside one. And that's going to go up there. Imagine that it's a piece of rope that's going under that bit. And it's coming up here and bouncing off the top and going around there. This one's the same. Imagine it's going under there. It's coming up and going around there. So we'll do the same with this line. It's going round, going round, going round. It's going to go round that circle as if it was going up there. And it comes out from under there, bounces off the side, bounces off the side, bounces off the side and joins up with that line. So all we've got to do is fill in this one. So again, it's coming down here. It's like a piece of ribbon. And it comes and bounces off the bottom of the square, touches that circle, goes underneath this one, up and round. And there we go. This one's called a figure of 8. This one is called a twisted rope. Now, not just the Celtic people, but the Romans used that design a lot. Okay, so now we are going to do a full Celtic knot. And this bottom one here, you can see that there are 1, 2, 3 squares along and 1, 2 squares deep. And again, in the centre of each square, we've drawn a little circle. And where the squares join, we've drawn a little circle. Notice there aren't any circles at the corners. Okay, so we're going to start doing pairs of parallel lines again. So let's start with this one. Here's a diamond shape. So we always go from the inside of the diamond. So there's a diamond shape here. So let's do this one a bit differently. We're going to start with a very centre one here. Here we go. Look at this one right in the middle. So again, so if this is the diamond, we're going to go in the inside of the diamond. We're going to touch the edge of this circle and touch the edge of that circle. Touch the edge of that and the edge of that. Again, we're just touching the edges. We're not going through the middles of them. Okay. Now, this is a bigger design than this one. And when we have a pair of parallel lines like that, if we have another diamond like this next to it, we have the lines going in the other direction. So that's another pair of parallel lines, but they're at 90 degrees in a different direction. So here, where we've got a line like this, and we've got another diamond shape of circles, we're going to go in that direction. So again, if this was a piece of ribbon, it's going along here, and it's going underneath that bit and going up here. So now what do we do? Look, here's another diamond shape, and where it touches a pair of lines, we have it coming the opposite way. So again, if this is a diamond, we touch the outside edge of the circle to the outside edge of the circle, like that. Now, do we have any other places? Here's one. Here's another diamond that we can fill out. Now, children, we always fill out all the pairs of parallel lines in the middle before we do anything around the edge. So here's another diamond of circles, and we're going to do another pair of parallel lines like that. Now, these lines, they touch each other, but they don't go over. And now here's another diamond. Can you see this diamond? So we're going to have a pair of parallel lines like that. Okay, so there we've filled out all the pairs of parallel lines in the middle. Now, when you're doing a proper Celtic knot like this, the last thing we do is the corners. So all I'm going to do is the middle bits at the edge first. Now, again, imagine that this is a piece of ribbon that's coming round and it's going to join this one. So we're going to do the curve at the top. It comes up here, touches the edge, and curves round, touches that edge of the circle like that. And on the inside, this is going to go round that circle as if it was going to come through here. So we've got one at the bottom as well. So here's a piece of ribbon. Now this is going to bounce off here and go up there. But you mustn't go over this, it's going to go underneath. So here we go. It's coming down, bouncing off the edge of the square, touching the edge of that circle and going up there. And this one's just going around that circle as if it was going to go up there. All right. Now we're going to do the corners. And I'm going to show you 2 ways of doing the corners. Now, look at this. Imagine that this is a piece of ribbon. It's coming up here, and it's going to go round and join this bit underneath here. So you can see that that is going to go round underneath there. Let's do this outside edge first. So we're going to come up here. It touches the edge of the square, round there, touches the edge of the circle like that. Then the bit in the middle is just going round like that. There, it's a lovely rounded corner. So we're going to do the same for this one. Now imagine you've got a bit of ribbon going underneath there. It's going to go round in a circle, then join that bit underneath there. So here we go, doing the outside one first, bouncing off the edge of the square, bouncing off the edge, touching the edge of that circle, and then the one on the inside is going to go round and up like that. Okay, that looks very pretty, but some people like to have their corners with pointy bits at the edges. So I'll show you how they do those. They simply, again, we've got this bit of ribbon coming up here. It's going to go round and join this one. But at the outside edge, we're going to go and have a point like that. Now that looks quite pretty and different. And then the inside goes down. And again, I'm going to do a pointy one here. So this bit of ribbon's coming around here and it's going to go there and underneath there. So the outside edge is going to come down here and make a point and go along there, then up there so it can join this one. And this one's going around to join that. Well, now this is a proper Celtic knot. These are called twisted ropes, and that one's like a figure of 8. Now that you've done this one, children, I hope that you could have a go and try and do this one on your own. Now, always remember, look for a diamond shape of circles. Then always start out with a diamond shape. You can start anywhere you want to in the centre. You can start out by doing your first pair of parallel lines on the inside of this diamond so it touches the edges of the circles like that. Now, where do you think we're going to go next? I'm sure you all know when you draw one pair, you draw another pair going in a different direction that touches it. So I'm going to do another pair like that. Now, here's a diamond. Now, where would we do the lines? We wouldn't do them carrying on here. They go in the opposite direction when they touch. So it's going to cross there and across there, always going on the inside of the diamond. So we always fill out the middle part, all the parallel lines first. So here I'm going on. Here's another diamond shape. Now the parallel lines are going to go this way. And here's another diamond, and the parallel lines, imagine the ribbon's going under, it'll come up here. Here's another diamond. Now the parallel lines must go in the opposite direction where they touch, like that. Here's another diamond, the parallel lines go like that. And here's another diamond, and the parallel lines are going to go in the opposite direction where they touch, like that. Do we have any more? We do. Here's one, a diamond shape. So we're filling out the parallel lines on the inside first before we go near the edges. Beautiful. So I'm going to let you carry on and do it yourselves. Hope you have a good go, and maybe if you get good at these, you can teach your mummies and daddies. Thank you very much for watching, and good luck.
Thank you, Grant.